So hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this tutorial video, we are going to learn about CSS image gallery. So let's first start with our image gallery. So first we are going to write here our code. Okay. So let's just write down our code. Okay. So let's create a here as a div tag. Sorry, div tag. Then add a class here. I give them as a. Okay. Then close it. In div tag, we are going to add our anchor tag. Okay, let's give them as a blank. So it's open in a new folder file. Now let's write here our hyperreference links. So let's take as a image. Uh, as you can see, fire flag 12 days. Let's take this 12.jpg. Then close. In anchor tag, we are gonna write here our image tag. Give them source. Okay, so you can also take that. Let's take this as our jpg, then give them alter. I write down here as a flower because my peak is flower, that's why. Then let's give them height and width. Let's select, I select as a 500, then I select height as a 300. Okay, then close it, close here. Okay, and div tag you also close. Now let's move forward to our new div tag. Let's create new div tag. Then give them class B. Okay, then close. Let's just copy this one right now and paste. Then save. Okay, let's write our main code, our style attributes in our head section. So let's see our output if you want to see. Let's open. As you can see, that is how our image is shows here. Now let's write down our style attributes. So let's write here our style, and let's write our div dot a. As you can see, this is our class. Then let's give them the margin and padding. Okay, so I give them margin as a 2 pixel or whichever you want. Let's see how it looks. As you can see, the margin is here. So that is how it's. Now let's create a border as a 2 pixel solid flat. Then save. As you can see, now let's add here our float as a left. If you want to right, you can do that. As you can see, our float is left side, so our border is adjust here. You can also give that if you want to width here. So let's write down here 200 pixel, then save. As you can see, that is how it works here. Okay, now let's write down our div dot capital A, then our hover style. So let's write down our hover. Now let's curly brackets open and close and give them border. I give them 2 pixels solid red. Then save. As you can see, when we move our mouse here, it's gonna be red color. Okay. So let's give them here 250. As you can see, let's give them 200. Yeah. And height. Let's give them auto. Then save. Or otherwise, if you want to give them height as a 200, you can also do that. Let's see. As you can see, when we move our mouse over here, it's become like this. If you want zero margin, Let's see. So that is how it's done here. Okay. If you have any query, write down in the comment section. Now let's move forward to our B class. As you can see, we write down here. So let's write down here d dot b. Okay. Then curly brackets open and close. Then give them padding as a 10 pixel. And then let's write down here text alignment as a center. Then save. As you can see, let's give them as a capital A here. Okay, guys. Same as this class A. So as you can see, when we move our mouse here, it become like this. And if we write here 500, 510 our background, as you can see, our images look like this. So let's wait a second. So let's write down here 150, 150, then save. And let's see how it look like. As you can see, our border is to here with. So let's give them 150, then save. As you can see, the black border here. That is how it's done. Now let's change minor here 130. Then let's see. Yeah, it's perfect right now. As you can see, the center border is here, and when we move our mouse here, it's over red color showing our background. Okay, so that is how it's work. Now you can also change the, let's see. As you can see, last this is our topics here, and now let's write down here our new class. Okay, so let's just create a new one here, div class capital B and close. Let's write here lorem, then save. As you can see, let's just cut this and remove this one and save. As you can see, you can also do that if you want to write this in this section, you can also do that. So let's just cut this. If you want to write in the picture, you can also do that. As you can see, it's in here right now. When we click, it's gonna be show here. As you can see, when we click our, as you can see, my 100% right now is look like this. Okay, guys. As you can see, when you click here, it's automatically here. It's our anchor links. That's why. If you don't want these in anchor links, then you can also do that. Just cut this one and paste it here after your anchor link. As you can see, it's text right now. As you can see, when you move mouse here, it become red. But when you click on image, it's gonna be show here. Okay. So that is how is our text works here. Let's give them also the text. If you want to text in the hyperlinks, you can also do that just like I do. Okay. Let's give them here as our anchor, our text as an anchor link. As you can see, when you click, it's become like this. And if you here click it, it's also shown. So that is how it's done. Let's just copy and paste and save. As you can see, here is our text and here is our link. So that is how it look like. Okay, guys. Let's take this example more side. So let's just copy this one, then paste and save. I didn't take any other pictures. You can assume that this is as other pictures. Okay, guys. Now then save. Now let's create our responsive image gallery. Okay. So for that, let's write down our code basic. We are gonna write our first thing. Okay. So for that, let's just remove this one. Let's write down a new thing. H1 web I write down here. And let's create a div. Then create a class here. Okay. So now in this class we are going to write our responsive. Okay. So I give them as a C. Then close. Okay. Then I once again create div tag and give them class capital A. Okay. Now we are going to write our anchor link or target as a blank. Then our hyperreference link 12.jpg. Let's take this. Then close. But in anchor tag you need to write down our image src and $12. Take this as a 12.jpg. Then alter, give them flower. Then width, let's take this 500 and height 300. As you can see, we already write this, but I write this for the new one. Okay, so you can easily understand once again. That's why I write down. So now let's create a new div class here. Okay, so let's create a new div class. I give them as a class B. Okay, then let's write down anything here. Then close. This div tag is closed here, and this class A div class is here. Okay. Now, and this one is our end of the class, our responsive class. As you can see, we use in C. This one. Okay. Now you can also, if you want to add new example, you can also do that. Okay. So let's just copy this one and paste, paste, then save. Let's see our output. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Now, if you want to add a div class, let's add here a div class as a div. Okay, then close. Now we are going to write our div style equals to padding. Okay, then padding 10 pixel. Then close. Now we are going to write here our paragraph. I write down as a lorem, then save. As you can see, the text is here. Now let's adjust our style attribute step. Okay, our normal basic code is done. Now let's add our style, adjust our style. Okay, so this is our div A. This is our margin padding. Don't need it right now, so let's clear this one and write down new one. Border 2 pixel. I give them solid black and save. Let's see how it looks like. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Now the hover is here, a 2 pixel red. If you don't want this in solid mode, you can also do that. As you can see, and save. You can see because solid is visible, that's why I write here. Now let's move forward to our class div. Let's create a new our div dot capital A image. Because we use image here, that's why let's give them as a width 100% and height as a auto. then save. Let's see. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Let's change it in the after. Okay, this is our division B we use. So let's give them as a padding 50 pixel. Then save. This we use for our text. Okay, guys. Now, if you want to see, as you can see, our text is in center mode right now in every pic. As you can see. Okay. Now let's move forward to. Let's select our box size here. So let's write down here box sizing border box. Then save. As you can see, our box size is border box right now. Now let's write down our dot capital C we use. As you can see, our responsive. The main work is here, guys. Our responsive gallery. So for that, let's open our curly bracket, then padding. Let's write down our vertical and horizontal, then save. Now let's write down our float. If you want to float in left side or if you want float this right side, as you can see, I write down as a left. If you want this in right side mode, then you need to write down left. Sorry, right. So let's take this as a left. Now give them width 25%, then save. As you can see, now it's clear visible right now. Now as you can see, it look like this. Okay, whichever we move our website scroll left or right or not. So that's why we are gonna use our responsive for our tablet view, for our mobile view, and our laptop view. So for that, let's write down here our @media only screen. Okay, so media only screen, and a maximum width we are gonna use here. Let's take this as a 400 or 800 pixel. Then our dot C, our responsive. Let's give them height and width. I give them as a 50% and margin as a vertical 80 pixel and whichever horizontal as one I write. Let's see, as you can see, sorry, as you can see, it look like this. When I move my mouse, it's become like this. Okay, yeah. Here, as you can see, this is our 800 pixel. So for less, write more code here, so we can easily understand. So let's just copy this one and paste. We just need to change our pixel here, so I write down here 600. Then our this one as a width 100. Let's give them as a 100% width. Let's remove this one and save. Okay, let's close this one and save. Let's see where here is showing our red line. Let's see which error is. So yeah, here we need to close, then save. As you can see, this is our hover right now. This is our text center. Okay, if you write down here at left, then save. As you can see, our text is in left mode right now. Then, and this is our center. So now let's see. As you can see, I write down here 800 and 400. So let's see. As you can see, this is how our peaks gonna be show here. This is our full screen, okay guys, and this is our mobile screen. It look like this, as you can see. It's now. So that is how you can adjust your, okay. And as you can see, I use here 25% our capital C. This is our 50%, and this is our width 100%. We, as you can see, we use here our, let's see, let's close, let's save them. As you can see, this is how 400 pixel look like. When we move our 800 pixel, it's gonna be look like this. And this is our 100%. Let's see. This is how it's our 100% look like. So as you can see, we also use here class D. Okay. So let's write down our class D code. Okay. So I give them as a dot D XAMPP. We are gonna use here our after. Then curly brackets open and close. I write down here content as nothing. Then I write down here display as a table. If you want in different mode, you can do that. I write down here clear both. Then save. As you can see, let's see. It's gonna look like this. If you want to write down here 400 and let's see. 600 is gonna be look like this and 400 this. This is our 600 guys under, and this is our under 400. So let's give them as a 600 here and 800 here. So you can assume that. As you, as you can see, this is our 800 right now, full screen, 100%, and this is our 50%, 400, 600 we use. So that is how you can adjust your image gallery and the response rate. If you have any query, write down in the comment section, and if you want to source code of these our uh, projects, so you can also do that. So you just need to write down your email ID in the comment section. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.